welcome back to the GSL. I am Tasis, and with me is Artosis, and the interview went really well. Do the people online know about the people watching know about the one question you couldn't ask?
No, something about a stuffed cat.
Joya, you look completely insane when you play the game. Do you also stuff a cat in your pants?
Because he talks to himself to calm himself down during the game. Some hilarious questions on the forum. All right, anyways.
You're cracking up. Right
Slayer's Boxer against Polt.Prime.we. An exciting match coming up. Slayer's Boxer, as you always say, tastes the best for last. The number one guy in esports, most famous guy ever in esports, going up against Polt Prime, a very talented Terran player from the Prime team.
He has some very good timing builds, but Slayer's Boxer, the guy's pretty good. And to be frank, let's actually get him introduced right now. It's going to be tough for Polt Prime to win this. Slayer's Boxer, I don't believe currently the best Starcraft 2 player, but certainly one of the best.
He's a very good player. Already got Code S on his first try. Easied his way right through that bracket, even beating Nada. And we've had him take out Nex on already. Nex, of course, an extremely good team. And now he's against Polt Prime. This guy is actually quite a good player. Destroyed NSP June 2-0 in the last round. Not the greatest match in the entire world, but Polt Prime, a very good player. This could be quite hard for Boxer, even though it seems like his Terran vs. Terran is really solid, Tasis.
Yeah, his TVT, probably his best matchup. And he's had a lot of TVTs thus far, showing us he really knows what he's doing. Even beating Nada in TVT. He says that a TVC is basically his worst.
Yeah.
In his opinion. Slayer's
Which is funny, because this is pretty opposite from StarCraft 1, where Boxer was like the king of TVZ, even beating top Zs at the end of his career when he wasn't playing as much. And, in this game, a little bit harder for him. Yeah. Not quite used to all the different things Zerg can do in this game yet, I guess.
Well, the game is still developing so quickly.
Yeah. There's actually changes. Every 3 days, every matchup seems to change a little bit.
Yeah, well, then you got patches on top of that.
Yeah, and whenever a patch comes out, of course, that just kind of changes everything.
Yeah.
But I do like the very slow patching approach that we have going on right now. It gives a lot of time to figure things out. And really, the game is quite amazingly balanced right now, I must say.
Slayer's Boxer's already qualified for Code S. We do not have that for Polt Prime just yet. The map lineup will be Delta Quadrant, Blistering Sands, and Jungle Basin.
Yep, and it's a Terran vs. Terran. So we have rotational symmetry. Thank you, someone who sent me out on Twitter, on Delta Quadrant.
Ooh, that's a good way to put it.
Rotational symmetry.
Rotational symmetry.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we can have positional advantages in a mirror matchup on Delta Quadrant. The other maps, though, are just regular symmetry.
Rotational symmetry. Yep. That is so good. Thank you, that person who did that. Please, all of you, add us on Twitter. We really do appreciate people giving us stuff like that. It makes it a lot easier, for us. That's like a perfect phrase. Like, whenever I tried to describe Delta Quadrant, I was like the map, it's like, you can't cut it down the middle.
It goes like this.
You go like this.
It's a yin-yang, Tasteless. Yeah. It just keeps going around in a circle.
Thank you for that. I don't always respond to people on there. I'm usually playing StarCraft, not sitting in front of Twitter thinking about stuff to write. But we do appreciate stuff like that. That's very good feedback. So, Polt Prime, not the favorite in this skill-wise, not the favorite in this fan-wise, but he could win.
I like Polt Prime. I think he's a very good player.
Yeah,
we've seen some great games out of him. But his Terran vs. Terran, sometimes he's had a hard time in the past. I seem to recall some matches from either last GSL or the GSL before where I believe it was Into the Rainbow, I think, but I might be wrong on that. Kind of crushed him, even though he's a very good player. So we'll have to see. Has his TVT caught up a little bit?
We're going to find out.
Yeah, because
there's no turning back now, especially when the countdown started. Will it start at a normal time, or will a Korean commentator drag it out? We're going to find out here at the GSL. Over here in the red, we have easily the most famous figure in esports history. He is
Slayer's Boxer.
Whoa. Up there he is now. Down here in the bottom left, on a map with rotational symmetry, he is.
Polt Prime win.
Now, Slayer's Boxer, positionally speaking, has the better spot here.
Yeah, he does.
The back expansion Polt Prime is exposed very close
very
to it.
vulnerable.
Slayer's Boxer can basically drop that in about 2 seconds. Whereas if Polt Prime wanted to drop Slayer's Boxer, he would have to go all the way around the map so his dropships don't get caught.
In this location.
Yeah,
here.
it's not really doable. So Slayer's Boxer with a slight advantage here.
And that's funny because it is a mirror matchup. We don't normally see somebody having a small advantage.
Yeah.
In mirror matchups.
Some maps, it definitely does happen on them.
It's a Macarex.
Excellent. Maka making barracks at his minerals in the expansion so many times, so much quicker than everyone else. It turned out it's very good now. When we were first seeing it, always lost.
Yeah, we were trashing on it, but now it works, so.
Yeah, it's awesome now.
We take it back.
Maka could see the future or something, and in fact, we have double barracks.
Double barracks all the way.
Well,
is he going to spot it?
Yeah, I think he's going to definitely look for it right now. There we go. He sees it.
Spots
He's
both.
1, 2.
It's actually
2 barracks.
Now we see our Terran over here. Polt Prime is going fast. Yeah, it's going to get a bunker. Should stop that.
Now,
Without too much trouble.
I would say almost certainly Slayer's Boxer is going to push with these Marines, see a bunker, and make a command center. I could not imagine him doing something else. I could imagine it, but I don't want to.
I can imagine all sorts of things. But
maybe a kind of Boxer-esque fake Boxer. Stealing a build from Fake Boxer. Wouldn't that be funny? Fake Boxer has surpassed Boxer at Starcraft 2. And then if Boxer stole Fake Boxer's builds, such as making Marines and then expanding with no gas.
That would be interesting.
That would be something else.
It's funny if you notice he actually spelled his name in Korean. Slays. It's actually...
Wow, yeah, he did.
Up.
Well, Slayers is becoming a team.
Yeah, that's true.
In StarCraft 2, and a lot of the Korean teams do like to put it in Korean because then they pronounce it exactly all the same way.
Yep. So he's going to go for double gas here.
All right. Well, I didn't want to imagine it, Tasteless, but it's happening.
It's happening.
I have to live with it now. This is the truth.
My brain can't push it out.
No, it's a fine build.
Oh, you know what's interesting about that? You know, you said he might be expanding. He's actually blocking off.
Yeah, making it look like he's expanding. Because that's what you expect to see. The double barracks is going to pressure your opponent a little bit, slow down his teching, and then you can expand. Looks like Thor Rush is going to be coming. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Super interesting. Yeah, so looks like it's just going to be Thor's Marines and a Hellion.
Now, a Thor Rush could actually break this.
Yeah, you know, a Thor is pretty good against Marines, especially when you bring those SCVs out. And if you flank with that Hellion, do a little bit of splash damage, can help out quite a bit as well. Oh, nice micro.
Nice fakey there.
Yeah, very good micro, too. Just damaging all the Marines a little bit can pay off a lot during the Thor Rush.
Yeah, no kidding. This is the newest version of the Thor Rush. It's really good.
Yeah.
Because you do get that Hellion. If you can keep the Hellion alive during the Thor Rush, it might sound weird, but it is very helpful. Because that Hellion can deal so much extra damage at once to so many units.
Oh, absolutely. You just bring him in when they're all targeting something else, and he gets pot shots that do splash, and he does a lot of damage to Marines anyways. So definitely a very good move. Now, Slayer's Boxer going to scout with this barracks. He's going to see exactly what's going on, I think.
But he will not see the armory.
The armory's hidden very well, so he's going to think that's a siege tank most likely.
Siege tank expand.
In fact, Boxer right now is upgrading siege mode. So he's actually going to kind of turtle up in his base, and Vikings. That's not what you want against a Thor Rush. But the siege tank will be quite helpful.
Here come the SCVs.
This reminds me of Warcraft 3. When you see like a single Thor come out, it's kind of the hero unit, and instead of buying potions, you have SCVs to repair it.
Yeah, actually, it's a good description.
Yeah, and Polt Prime is a Warcraft 3 player, so there you go.
This means that he's going to have really good micro in the situation.
Gonna have to try to break this ramp.
Oh, losing the Hellion. That's pretty bad.
Yep.
All
Siege
right,
tank
it's
is
on.
up there. And he's going to just repair that, let it take the pot shot. Some Marines stealing sick DPS, taking that out. And the Thor does live. Uh-oh, this is looking bad for Slayer's Boxer.
He's moving in there towards the tank. He needs to get that Thor up the ramp.
Oh, man, that's perfect positioning on that siege tank. Perfect positioning on it, Tasteless. It was out of range of the Thor, but still holding the ramp against the Marines. Polt Prime lost quite a few Marines there. And now it's sieged.
Oh, man, he might actually hold this.
He's going to buffer this with Marines. Try to deal sick damage with the siege tank there. But the repairing on that Thor is just absolutely good.
That's why this rush is so good.
He needs to use the Slipknot technique. You hold position on the SCVs. There you go. And they attack the repairing SCVs. Thank you, Reddit, for teaching me that.
Slipknot technique.
That's right.
Very good. This Thor is not going to die.
Oh,
there's two of them.
Thors have multiplied. He's got his second hero. GG. Polt Prime with a very well executed Thor rush. That was a superb rush right there, Tasteless. He dealt with everything just right.
Polt Prime.
And just rolled Slayer's Boxer over. And Boxer looks a little bit shaken.
Yeah, he does.
His Terran vs. Terran so far, I mean, he's played some great Terran vs. Terran players such as Loner, and he just kind of crushed through them.
Yeah.
Loner, Nada, people like this, and he did a great job, but Polt Prime actually just slapped Boxer, even though Boxer played very well that game. I'm really impressed with the Thor rush.
The Thor rush was really good. He was doing a good job holding it up, but you did not use a Slipknot technique, which you were talking about.
He did at the end, but it was a little bit late.
Yeah, well, you
got to remove those SCVs immediately.
He was doing a merry-go-round with the SCVs for a while there and not actually doing the damage. I think had he done that, he would have killed up the first Thor, then it would have been up to the second Thor, and that would have been a micro fight, but Boxer's micros, some of the best out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to go on a Blistering Sands, and this is a map where you can see a lot of different cheeses on Tasteless, even in TVT.
Yeah.
I have seen 4 and 5 barracks play on this map in TVT.
You can do crazy stuff because of those rocks in the back of the base.
Absolutely.
That's what does it. So, guys, get ready for game number 2. This is the GSL. Special thanks to Sony Ericsson and the Incheon Tourism Organization for all your sponsorship. But the countdown started. Will Slayer's Boxer do it? Let's find out.